Hey there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. Tomorrow I'm actually going to take a 2-week break from my cut. I've been cutting the last 10 weeks, so I figured since I haven't done a full day of eating video in a while, I would show you what I'm eating on my cut before I stop cutting. So first thing I'm gonna have today, this is a staple, I almost start all of my cutting days with this, is a bowl of protein fluff. Pretty big, pretty voluminous. It's very low in calories, and I will put a link in the description to the recipe I use. In addition to what I did in the recipe video, I added a serving of strawberries, 50 calories, and a little bit of, it's called Orange Early Rise. It's like a Crystal Light. I just put some of the powder in there, so it's got the strawberry orange flavor. So I'm gonna have this, and I'll check back with you guys in a minute. Okay guys, protein fluff is eaten. I'm actually cooking some chicken. It's actually the chicken from the recipe video right here that I posted a few days ago. So you'll be able to check that out if you want. But while it's cooking, because I'm still really hungry, I'm gonna try a product. I bought this today at Walmart. Never had it, don't know how it's going to taste. This is a Hormel Completes Balanced Selection. Beef steak and peppers. It's like a beef, peppers, and noodles type thing. I got it because I don't generally get a lot of noodly like pasta things on a cut, so I just kind of have a taste for it. Macros, not terrible, 3.5 fat. 29 carbs, which isn't that bad, and 19 proteins, so total of 220 calories. So pretty cut friendly. Yeah, ignore the 600 milligrams of sodium. You're not going to win every battle. Sodium is one that I know the RDA is like tried to keep it below 2.5 grams, and I probably keep it between 5 and 6 grams every day. But my blood pressure is in check, so if you don't have problems with hypertension, sodium isn't something you have to watch a ton. It is good to keep it consistent because otherwise you're going to have tons of water weight fluctuations when you weigh yourself. But most of you should know by now that your weight is going to fluctuate day to day based on sodium, so you try to ignore those little fluctuations anyways. So I'm going to have this, and then I'll have like my main dinner. Alright, that little tray was actually pretty good. I'm kind of surprised how good it was. I will probably buy that again. Now here's what I'm eating for dinner. Like I said, it was that chicken, the recipe I posted a few days ago, and I also am having it with the coleslaw, the other recipe I posted a few days ago. So if you haven't guessed, I just recorded all 3 of these videos on the same day and ate dinner. So here's what it looks like, and I've got a little bit of my Guy Fieri low-calorie barbecue sauce. It's like 5 calories a serving. That's 2 servings. I'll dip the chicken in that, but looks really good, crispy chicken. This is a pound of chicken, and then it equates to about 1.5 slices of the low-calorie bread, and then the coleslaw. So I'm gonna go have this. Okay, dinner was awesome. I actually really liked that meal. I suggest you check the other videos with those 2 recipes and give them a try. Now I'm going to have just kind of a mixture of things for after dinner here. Show you what I've got. I'm going to try one of these. I've had these Yasso frozen Greek yogurts before. They're pretty good. I've never had the sea salt caramel flavor, so I'll give one of these a try. Greek yogurt, Dan & Light & Fitz, one of my favorite products out there. Cherry chocolate. Give this a try. And then I don't eat a lot of things every day, but this is something I probably eat every single day. It's 2 servings of Fiber One cereal, just the original Fiber One cereal, 20 grams of whey protein. I use the Cellucor cookies and cream, and a cup of almond milk. I mix it together. I find adding the protein powder makes it a little more satiating, a little tastier than just having the Fiber One. So I'm gonna go have that. Okay guys, we're gonna do a little bit of what I like to call second dinner, and I'll show you what I have here. I've got some, these are just apple slices. I cut them up, microwave them for like a minute to a minute and a half, and I put apple pie spice on it, which I think is just cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg. But those just make a plain old apple taste a little bit better. I'm gonna have it with 3 of these Baby Bell cheeses, 8 strips of bacon, and more chicken. It's a lot of chicken today, but I felt like eating a lot of chicken, and that's the beauty of flexible dieting. You eat what you want, not what your stupid meal plan says you can. So here's the product actually. It's Purdue Simply Smart. Decent macros, 180 calories, 8 fat, 14 carb, 14 protein. Here's the little white lie they're telling. They're saying 3 pieces is a serving, but if you weigh it out and use the 87 grams as a serving, really 5 pieces comes out to 2 servings, not 6. You gotta watch that stuff. Seems insignificant. Over the course of a month, it adds up. And a little bit more barbecue sauce for the chicken. So I'm gonna eat this and then we'll be pretty close to finished. Okay guys, to finish up the day, last couple hundred calories, I'm gonna have a Fiber One cinnamon coffee cake bar, pretty good. A True North almond pecan cashew cluster. These things aren't bad. Good way to get up the fats. 11 grams of fat in there. You don't get many of them. 6. And then these Brookside dark chocolate pomegranate. This is actually pomegranate and blueberry. I had a little bit left of both, so I just mixed them together in the bag. I think the macros are almost the same. Again, good way to get your fats in. 7 fats, 180 calories. This is kind of like your treat for the day. I'm not really hungry, like super hungry at this point. Satiation is achieved, so I get to have some, more calorie dense foods here. So let me take a look at what the macros worked out to be here. Pull it up on my MyFitnessPal. Totals for the day, 75 fats, which is fine. I like to get more than 70. 258 carbs, 54 of them being fibers, so I broke 200 carbs, which is kind of my minimum there, and 233 grams of protein. So way more protein than I need, as I'm sitting at about 205 pounds right now. So if we're going by lean body mass, it's hard to say. I probably need bare minimum 160 to maintain muscle mass. 180 I'd feel more comfortable with, but I got 50 more than that. I got 230. Now, I eat more protein for a reason. Protein, for me, provides satiation. You can go over your protein minimum. That's why it's a minimum. How do I balance that out? Basically, I don't like to go low carb. I never like my carbs to be below 200. So I take my carbs with fiber, minus fiber, and that's my carbs. I want that to be above 200 because I just don't train well if I go too many days in a row carbs below 200. So that's how I can justify getting in much more protein than I need. It's gonna lead to better compliance, and I'm just going to be able to diet easier. So that is one of the reasons you might wanna go over on your protein. If you're one of the people that craves carbs, you're satiated better by carbs, and you train better the more carbs you get, put your protein at the minimum and dump all the calories into carbs. It doesn't really matter. That's why minimums and flexible dieting are so great. You hit your minimums, you have at least 2 fruits and 2 servings of vegetables, both of which I did today, you're good to go. So that was it. Please leave some comments below. If you have any questions, you can go to the Facebook page at facebook.com/feedingfitness, and I'll see you guys next time.